Well, I've had a shower. I feel so much better. They have him in the nursery. They'll bring him back later. They want for me to get some rest. Daniel brought me Waffle House, so I'm eating that. It'll be a weird piece of bacon. We're both happy about some Waffle House. I haven't eaten since 4 o'clock on, was it Friday? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday we went to Parker's with his mom and dad at 4, and that's the last time I've eaten until now. I did sneak a cookie. The peanut butter, or it was the Chewy Chips Ahoy, but it had Reese's peanut butter stuff in it. So good. I did sneak a cookie, but I don't count that as eating. So I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna braid my hair back again so it's not getting mad at just laying in a hospital bed all day, and get a little rest, and then before I know it, Michael's gonna be ready to feed again. I was worried that I wouldn't bond with him or like connect. I shared with a few people that because we've had some losses, I think that's one reason I was afraid to like connect to him. And because stuff was going wrong, even on the C-section, like the table, I was expecting for them to, you know, like pull him out and then something would be wrong, or like he wouldn't have made it. And for like, it felt like an eternity, but for like a split second, he wasn't crying or anything. And like, I know now, rationally, they just had to clear out his airways and everything, but like my heart sunk. I got very upset, and then I heard him cry out, and I lost it. I've never cried like that before. And you know, Daniel and I, we just kind of held each other and cried, and then they said, "Dad, come on, come look at your son," and they tied me all back up, and that kind of took a while. I of course don't have any experience with C-sections, so I don't know if it took longer than normal or if that was just normal timing. But they got me all cleaned up, and they went ahead and let him go back to the room so that he could get our stuff together, because then we moved into this postpartum room, which isn't near as nice as the room we were in. You'd think that the room where you're laboring and kind of being messy and nasty would be kind of meh, whatever, because you're not going to be in it as long, but it's kind of backwards. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking backwards. But anyways, on return to the topic at hand, but Michael and I have done great. He's latched. I'm still only just producing, you know, colostrum. Breast milk will come a little later. He's picked a favorite side. Most babies will. So I'm trying to find ways to trick him, and he's pretty smart. The football hole does not work on him. In fact, he gets very mad at me if I try to trick him that way. So we're learning, but definitely bonding. Daniel got some skin-to-skin time with him this morning, and that was really sweet. And now we're just letting me heal and letting us, you know, get our energy back and get acquainted, and hopefully we won't be here too much longer. But I know because of surgery, it's going to be a little different. But I haven't had a lot of pain, which has been great. They offered me, there was a choice of morphine and something else, but I told them that because of my biological mother's history with drug abuse and drug addiction, I just didn't want to deal with that, because I know some people can acquire that genetically. And I was worried about it passing through my milk. Surprisingly, my pain's been pretty, like, unsubstantial. Is that a word? I guess it's going to be a word today. So that's where we're at now. We're going to finish our breakfast and get some rest. He sounds tired. He might want that passy in his mouth, babe. If he keeps fussing. Oh. And Michael has had he's had a nice nasty diaper change and got his clothes. Getting some daddy time. So we let out 2 little burps. Had to get our boogies cleaned out, which we don't like done. Look at that handsome man. And Daniel too. He loves his daddy. He has already picked up his head. If Daniel's holding him like up on his chest, he'll hold up his head and look at Daniel. So he's a strong baby. What you think, babe? I'd say he's pretty much in love. Oh, you're gonna make yourself mad now you done put your Bessie out. So earlier today, my pain got substantially worse. I was doing really well, but then it got to the point where I was not able to even hold him without feeling like I was going to drop him because I was hurting so bad. I know, you're all right. So I did end up they've been putting me on Percocet and Motrin. I just don't like narcotics. I don't have an issue with them. Like, I'm not addicted to them and I don't have that problem yet. I mean, I don't want to say it because it can happen to anybody, but I just didn't want to go that route. But when that pain threshold got there, I was just like, look, we're going to have to do it. The other thing is that Daniel has to work tomorrow and we're still in the hospital. He was told that he had paternity leave by his boss, and that was a complete bold-faced lie. So Daniel's not here. He's home resting. So it's just me and kiddo tonight, and they just took him for testing. He passed his bilirubin for jaundice. He did great, but we've had some concerns with feedings lately, that he's not getting enough, and we had just a few signs, and so they are supplementing right now with formula. But if it continues like it's going, it looks like he is not going to like breastfeeding, which sucks because at first he was doing pretty cool and now it's completely changed. So we're a little concerned about his blood sugars being really, really low. He's just not wanting to latch, not wanting to feed for long. He's really kind of jittery and really, really, really tired. So they are, for right now, supplementing, but it looks like it may be going toward the other way around. So we'll try breast again next feeding, but this time it was formula, which I kind of like, I feel like nothing has gone the way, like he's born early. I didn't want to have to do an epidural because I wanted to be able to move around. I didn't want to do a C-section, I didn't want those risks. I didn't want to, formula feed. That happened, and I didn't want him out of their room, and we've ended up sending him to the nursery a few times for rest. I didn't want to be on narcotic pain medication, and that's happened, and I just feel like a lot of things are out of my control, and then my husband's gone, and I don't hold any bad feelings toward him. Like, it's not his fault, but it's just a lot, and I'm still in a lot of pain, and my emotions are still kind of all over the place. And I mean, the main thing is that he's here and he's safe, so that's fine. And then, fed is best. It doesn't matter, I know, but it just feels like I feel like I'm not doing anything right, and it just kind of sucks. But after his bottle, he seems so much happier, and that helps a little bit. So we'll go from there and see how he does, and he may just be a bottle baby, and that's okay. We'll just have to get some more bottles because I didn't get that many. And I guess the good thing is that Daddy can bond with him during feedings too. So that's our update for now. It's about 8:30, so he is just a little over a day old now, and we're learning together. I love him, I really do. I love this little stink, but he's worrying me a little bit with the blood sugars. So we're working with the lactation nurse right now and going from there. But hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to go home. They said that as long as everything keeps looking good, we'll go home tomorrow. It'll be a little difficult with pain levels, so they might write me a prescription, but we're okay. I'm just a little emotional, a little exhausted, but also yet wide awake. It's this strange phenomenon. I've tried to explain it to my husband that, like, I'm wide awake because I'm fine, I'm not falling asleep holding him, but yet I'm exhausted at the same time. So anyways, that's how we're doing here in old Michaeltown. So we'll catch up soon, and hopefully soon we'll be taking him home. Morning. Had a rough night with some pain, but we're doing all right. Had some medicine, so that helps. Little man is still struggling with getting anything from mama, so we are pumping now to try to trigger some letdown, and he's getting supplemental bottles for now. He's doing really well. He just gave me a big old poop. I found a onesie of his that actually fits him. He's so slender, just like his brother is. So we're snuggling. Daniel, of course, had to go to work, so we're chilling out, just relaxing today, trying to get pain under control. I've been a little bit more emotional today, but I figure that's probably normal. Look at your chubby cheeks. I'm obsessed. But they're gonna try to send me home today as long as everything goes all right. The hardest part for me is mornings when I've been asleep or still for a while and then have to get up. So Daniel and I are gonna set up in the living room for me in the recliner, because I don't know how I am going to get in and out of a flat bed right now with my incision hurting the way it is. So there's that. But I'm excited to get this little boy home and be out of the hospital and just be in the comfort of our own area and start getting on with his little life. But hopefully Daniel will be here in a couple hours and get to reunite with little Manna. It was really hard for him to say goodbye last night. So that's where we're at now. I'm sure soon they'll probably do like a car seat test, make sure he fits right in his car seat and everything's good. And it's gonna be interesting trying to get in the truck. Getting emotional again for no reason. I don't even know. I can just start crying sometimes. But I don't know how I'm gonna get in the truck. That's gonna be the difficult part. But anyways, we'll figure it out. We always do. Say bye, guys. Say bye. So they have decided to keep me one more day. There's still just a little bit of swelling that they'd like to see go down before I leave. And he's still just having a little bit of issues with even just the bottle. So we're kind of just watching him, and he's maybe just taking to it a little slow and trying to make sure he gets everything. And so his blood sugars are just a little still concerning. So I've walked around a little bit today. I'm fine when I've had my pain medication, but without it, it's like night and day. So I'm going to, he's kind of rustling up, so here soon we're gonna feed him again and get him changed and comfy again, try to get him to sleep and let me take a nap. And because I'm staying, Daniel is going to work a little longer today, and that way he can come be here tomorrow when I'm ready to go home. All of his newborn clothes are still a little big, so it looks like we're gonna need to go preemie shopping. So, you know, He likes to keep us on our toes, but he's sleeping well, and hopefully soon he'll be eating well. But that's where we're at for now. So one more night in the hospital, give me a little more time to heal. I feel like a new person. I actually have clothes on for today. So I'm gonna get some rest here soon, and I told Daniel I want coffee. So I haven't had a coffee in almost a year, so it's time. Well, it's officially gonna be our last night in the hospital. We have been in and out of hospitals. Let's see, it started Monday last week and it is now Tuesday night. I will be going home tomorrow around lunch, so about a week and a half of all this. We are doing really great with pain management now, so I sent Daniel to the store just now to get a few things for Mr. Man here and a few things for me at home. And he just had another checkup at the nursery. He's doing great. He is taking his formula bottles really well, and his poops are starting to change, so that's a good sign he's progressing. And he when Daniel came earlier this evening, he got to surprise Daddy with peeing on himself and Daddy and the blankets, and it was lovely. So we got our first fountain, and poor guy, it scared him. He just kind of sat there like, and then he screamed because it got his face. So they took him and gave him a little freshen up and got him cleaned up for me. But so we're gonna have to be a little quicker with diaper changes. We are excited to go home. I'm excited just to get him comfortable, and while we've had help and it's been great, everybody, even the nurses, have told me, like, when you get home, like, things will smooth out a little bit more and you'll develop your routine and everything. So I'm happy with how things are going. My my emotions are starting to kind of level out a little bit better. I was proud of myself. When Daniel was here and they were doing some skin to skin, I said, I'm gonna go to the restroom, and I got up pretty nice and quickly, and was able to use the restroom pretty easily and get changed and freshened up easily. So my challenges next are going to be getting in and out of our truck with like the incision pain and stuff like that. So probably just trying to like manage my pain in a like planned ahead kind of way for like when I have doctor's appointments or he has a pediatric appointment or anything like that. So it's gonna just take a little bit of planning on my part. We've had so much help and so much support already. I've got some people coming over this week to drop some things off or come and help for a little while. So we've got a village. I know there's been some times where I felt like I didn't really have anybody, and I went through some phases of life of just kind of purging, kind of like when you weed out a garden and just the dead stuff that's taking over the garden and letting the pretty things grow. And we're seeing how much love and support and help we really have. So we're excited to bring him home, and the craziness of Sugar and Gemma, and let him meet his big brother this weekend. He got to video chat and see him today, and he seems pretty excited. So of course it's hard to see how little that Michael actually is in camera, but put it this way, we do have to go get some preemie clothes because he's very, very slender. He's long but slender, so I'm excited. Daddy did some fun shopping. He was so cute. He was video chatting with me, and he says, oh, I want to get this one too. This one's cute. And I love seeing this side of Daniel. So that's where we're going now. We're going home in the morning. I told the nurse I want this bed though, because it helps me to get up, to be able to move it and reposition the bed, but probably just gonna need to get some more pillows. But the truck, getting in and out of the bed, and the bathtub are probably going to be my biggest challenges. But I'm surprised myself so far. We got this. So next thing we'll do is take him home. It's going home day. Both our sets of parents have got to, well, families. My father wasn't able to come yet, but they both got to come and meet Michael and spend a little time with him. So it was really nice. And Daniel's parents are going to let us use their car. That way I'm not having to try to get up into our truck. So, hallelujah. The doctors are going to be here soon to go over home routines and prescriptions and the doctor appointments and my appointments. I know because of my C-section, I will have some more appointments than I originally had been told I would have. So we'll figure all of that out and get him tested, and or like they'll evaluate how he looks in the car seat, make sure he looks good in there, and I'm gonna get me a shower here while it's easier to get in the shower and get ready to head home. Little man is finishing a bottle. He's doing really well. So that's good. Daddy's bringing a new outfit for him. And he'll be ready to go soon. I, on the other hand, I should be fine, but I've noticed that like this eye over here is kind of swollen. Like, I don't know if it's easy to tell or not. I can tell, but I'm gonna bring it up to the doctor and just make sure there's nothing crazy going on. But I mean, it could just be something as simple as just like a little, like, it got infected, maybe I scratched it or something, and who knows. But we've got everything sort of packed up. We're just waiting for Daddy to get here and get all the doctor's last approvals to go, and probably a lot of paperwork, and I know they're gonna send us home with a few things, so I think the next thing that we'll probably have on film is the car seat test. So his bilirubin numbers are up. He is starting to look a little jaundiced. So we're waiting on the pediatrician to come in and take a look at him. In the meantime, I am doing some skin-to-skin time, and I have breathlessly moved myself to the window so that he can get some more sunlight, because I know that helps as well. Potentially, I am discharged. I can be discharged from the hospital today, but if his numbers stay up, he may have to stay. So there's that. So I'm doing everything I can to help him. Mainly he needs to eat and poop and get the, numbers down, but he likes to fight the bottle, and so this is part of that. So hopefully his numbers go back down and we'll be okay, or maybe they can send us home with like a Billy blanket or something like that. And I don't want to leave my baby alone in the hospital tonight. They were like, well, you could probably stay till 9 or 10. I'm like, I'm not leaving my baby alone in the hospital. You can escort my ass out of here. Mom's not leaving him, so good luck with that. I will show my tail. I understand if he needs to stay, but I'm not leaving him. So it's just one thing after another recently. Get to go home. His numbers are fine. We're gonna look again on Friday, of course, but we're doing good. And while they came in and brought the good news, I was able to get quite a bit of the colostrum pumped aside, so that might help with the nipple frustration he's having with it just not being very much at one time. So my mama heart is happy. So we are working on this bottle. They'd like to see him one more wet diaper before we go. I've got to get more pain medication. They've got to write up the orders to get me sent home, do the little car seat evaluation, everything like that. But we are going home. So Daniel is downstairs putting the base in the truck, or in Dad's car, and we're going home. So Daniel is adjusting the baby car seat, as we are getting ready to get him in there soon as I sign my paperwork. We've already signed him away. He's ours.
Is he?
Now we have to keep him alive at our house without the help. But we're about to get him in there, and then they'll wheel me down.
What is this?
That, I think, goes in the, I don't know. We're gonna look at it. We'll ask for help. Little man is not a fan of his car seat, but we'll get used to it. So this is the outfit Daddy chose for him. Dinosaurs. So we're letting him break, but we'll put that up when we get in the car. Yep. Now we just gotta wait for Mommy to sign papers and we can leave.
What about this blanket?
Yeah, we're gonna keep the blanket. Yep. You can go to sleep, buddy. Daddy-o, are we ready for this? So we gotta wait 45 minutes after my pain medication and then they'll come wheel me down. You gonna actually be able to let go of him to put him in the car?
No.
Oh, I love it. I love seeing this. All right. We'll see you guys when we get home. On our way home.
Finally.
He's back there. He actually did really good this time getting in the car seat, so we're off to go fill a prescription and go home. I think we're all gonna, he just finished a bottle, so by the time we get there, he'll have probably wet at least, or not, if not pooped as well. Get him changed, get us settled, and I think we're all gonna take a nap. But thank y'all for being on this journey with us. You guys have been so supportive. Everybody's been definitely, especially the nights that I had to be alone, y'all kept up with us, and y'all have been awesome. We love you guys. We have gotten everything kind of put away, and it is now first bath time. He's not so happy. He's naked. We like a little head massage. Yeah. Oh. There we go. See, it's not all that bad. I know. Say we're hungry too. We're gonna get you some milk. Hold on. Oh, look, he's hungry. Look at him.
Mm-hmm.
You hungry, bud? All right, we're gonna rinse him off. It's hard to do. Say we're all happy now. He's literally holding his own bottle, nursing. What they say about these pandemic babies, they ain't kidding. Say we got all dressed up. We got lotion and some milk from Mama. And we're gonna get a clean diaper here in a little bit if we poop again. And we're going night-night. And Mommy's tired too. Say good night, everybody.